Next class, best shotgun class in the game, in my opinion, or best shotgun in the game, I should say. Extreme Conditioning, Assassin Pro, Sitrep Pro with KSG with extended mags and damage. I do use Steady Aim as my first unlock on this instead of Dead Silence. Shotguns to me, hip fire with Steady Aim, so much better than ADSing, obviously. So I like to get that Steady Aim quick in, so I can get the rest of my perks and stuff. Because like I said, I feel like I get one shots longer range with Steady Aim, obviously, when not ADSing. And then Dead Silence, and then Hardline. I use Hardline because there's not any other perk really that is going to help me do anything. Like, I'm not ADSing with the KSG. I don't need Stalker. Recon, I don't use Recon. Recon's gay. Sleight of hand, you don't need sleight of hand. You got extended mags. KSG has a ton of bullets. So I like to use Hardline to help me get to that specialist that much quicker. Now, the model class. This here, I'm using it to rank up. Take a look at it. It's, Extreme Conditioning, Assassin, Sitrep, and then the same thing as the KSG as the specialist perks are concerned. If you want a more reliable second shotgun class, go with the same setup, but use the USAS. With, if you don't have damage extended mags yet, use just a grip. I find that to be still one of the better shotguns. One shot kills at range. And then on to the sniper class. Everybody has to have one of these. I only snipe on maps like Bakara and Village, maybe Terminal. That's really honestly about it. Extreme Conditioning, Quick Draw, Sitrep, Dead Silence, Assassin, Marksman. I don't use Sleight of Hand. I don't feel like Sleight of Hand is a necessary perk for a sniper rifle in Search and Destroy. I don't really know why. I always see people using it, especially if you use a pistol secondary. It's just silly. I mean, the only reason why I think about sometimes using Sleight of Hand on this class is because I use the MP9. And obviously you want to be able to switch to your secondary faster when needed. But I use speed on the MSR. If you don't have speed yet, really the only other perk I see maybe that's somewhat useful is impact. Focus is not any good. You don't need kick. Attachments maybe if you're going for some challenges, whatever. Marksman on a sniper rifle is fantastic for maps like Bakar where there's a lot of smoke. If you're sniping from, the chopper up towards their spawn. Village, you're sniping over from B and there's people up on the hill, can't really see them. You got Marksman on, you can see the name through all the brush and the trees and all that stuff. So yeah, guys, that's my classes. Hope you enjoyed. Take some of these things, apply them to your own classes, mix and match stuff. Class setups are one of the things I see the most requests on comments on almost every Search and Destroy video of my own, other people's videos. A lot of it comes down to personal preference, just like sensitivities and all that other stuff. These classes here aren't necessarily what I use all the time. This is stuff that I feel that is good. I do use a lot of this stuff most of the time, but sometimes I switch stuff up. But this is what I feel will get the job done and help you guys improve. Hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry it's so long. I do have 9 classes. I try to make it as quick as possible. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and bye.